Well, hello and welcome. As always, I'm your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master Peter. Today with me are my heroes who sometimes have to do adult stuff. On my bottom left is, yes, I do pay my own gas. Travis, playing Talbot.
And I just eat burritos.
On the upper left-hand corner is, yes, I did pay movers to move. Rachel, playing Beryl.
I wish I had. That'd have been smart.
And on my upper right corner, we got the one, the only. It's not prostitution if you love it. Just kidding. That was a very inappropriate joke. Sarah, playing Iris.
He's right. It was a very inappropriate joke.
And as always, we have the Crimson Chin of the state of Florida, who makes everyone dramatically stupid, Kyle, playing Tetsu.
Hey.
Kyle, the recently rich.
Say hello, my kind of adults.
My Dulu.
Hello.
I'm almost 30.
Okay, you know what? When you get there, you can tell me. You can talk, Travis. Until then, the grown-ups are talking.
Wait, does that mean I can't talk either?
Am I the only one who's 30 here?
Yeah.
Ah, dope.
I mean, I'm
See,
26.
we knew this.
Well, I'm 25.
we pay attention to
She's
each other.
26.
It's okay. Well, I do have an announcement for you guys. Travis already knows this, but we recently hit affiliate on Twitch.
Woo!
Wow.
Right?
Legend.
Love it.
So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Help fund us so we can get more Dungeons and Dragons stuff and pay bills. Yeah.
Hit that button. Do the thing. Hit the stuff.
It's been a trip. I've been trying to figure out all the affiliate stuff that, Travis had to go through and other people. And shit sometimes works, shit sometimes doesn't work. So I'm gonna be asking Travis for help tomorrow when we have time. But on that note, I hope everyone's having fun. I'm assuming Yeslie's gonna show up later. If not, thank you for the host, Travis. Always appreciate it. I should really change that
I have no
icon
followers. It doesn't matter if I.
to a blue. Oh, I didn't get that notification of you hosting.
I don't know if that worked. I put in the little thing that Travis told me to put in, but I don't know if it worked.
Let me see. You might have done it when I was deafened. No, it did not work.
Peter, were you alive
But it's okay.
when this happened?
So I think the only one who wasn't here last week was Sarah. I'm going to assume Kyle filled her in.
No.
Dope.
Good thing we have YouTube videos that you definitely watched.
They were up on Monday.
Yeah, Monday we were visiting my, as I like to call her, my adopted mother. So.
That's fair. Kind of, but
Weird.
anyways, we'll do a small recap. Literally a small recap. Eugene took pretty much everyone who was new to Zangast. They went down into a dungeon, and they figured out they did a lot better on puzzles this time than they've ever done.
Woo! Huzzah.
So, congrats to you guys for figuring out a little bit of puzzles. Maybe one day you'll get the non-DM help, but you guys did a lot better than you usually did, so I applaud you guys.
What are you talking about? All you did was just repeat information that we already knew.
No.
We know who's dying tonight.
We left off, you guys were in a room with a stage. You each told a story about your childhood. It's kind of like the childhood story. And that's where we left off. If you guys want to find out more details, check out our YouTube page. You probably type in Passive 2 and grab it. Episodes, I do believe 36 and 37 are up. This is episode 38. And there are 3 doors our players get to choose from. Obviously, this is not me hitting the camera, but it's not one of the spots. I love it how I had it perfect, and now I'm just screwing it up. All right.
It's what happens when you turn affiliate.
Yes. Let me just make sure everything's working on my end, just because Travis is a little soft. But I think everything's good.
Am I soft to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's Travis's new setup. He's a standing desk. But there are 3 doors our players can choose from in a square type room. Up, right, and bottom. Up was a double door. Go ahead.
How about now?
Oh, perfect.
That's better.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Now you're good. Up is a double door. Right is more of a solid stone door that they can figure out that most likely you just gotta push it. And then bottom is a sewers bar door.
It's kind of like a castle gate door.
Yeah, that one.
Thing.
So I'll let the group decide. Do y'all want to split the party and go in each one of these doors, or go one at a time?
Let's see.
I'm not there.
Yes, you are.
I am.
6.
We roboed your character in there.
Oh,
with
okay.
us.
Everyone who wasn't there was on autopilot.
10-4. Okay.
So we technically have enough that if we wanted to, we could do 2 groups of 2 and 1 group of 3.
Or, now this may sound crazy coming from me, but we all go together.
I like that plan a lot, seeing as even if we broke ourselves up into 2, our robotic counterpoints would not necessarily be able to help us.
And also, I don't have any spell. Wait a minute.
You do got spells. He gave you spells.
Yeah, you got spells.
Lasted for 1 hour.
Yes, but they only lasted for 1 hour. I don't know if they still exist.
We'll find out.
Dungeon Master. Do I still feel like there is a magical that there is a temporary magical ability within myself?
Is Talbot still an imaginary girl? Or a magical girl?
Unfortunately, right now, you can only cast cantrips for about another 10 minutes.
He really should have sent you with a second dose.
Eugene's not a drug dealer.
Really? He's got a bunch of magical arcane berries that he produces. And then takes himself in order to feel better.
Drug dealer, I'm not sure what does yet.
Okay, drug dealers sell their product. Eugene doesn't sell his product.
They also test their own product.
I was about to say, I think this is the testing grounds right now. He's kind of sitting there going, hey, no, have a little bit for free. Have a little bit for free. That's how they hook you, man.
That's how they hook you. Yep.
You know,
Eugene's like,
if I ever had any underlying tones for my dungeon and everything, I wouldn't let you guys find it. I'd be like, yeah, sure, that one. That one that sounds more ridiculous. That's the one, not this other one that's blatantly obvious.
Okay, so Peter, we'll talk after the stream.
Okay. Yes, Daddy.
All right, y'all. So are we staying together as a group, or I for one vote not to split up.
I think we should stay together.
I think we should stay together, as that is what I had recommended.
Okay. Yay, families that stay together play together. Or play together, stay together. You know what
At
I
that
mean.
point, Tetsu's immediately going to turn around and go and push open the stone door.
Oh, you would go to the tomb.
Alright, so as Tetsu immediately push opens the tomb, A fog wraps him around, drags him in, and then closes the door.
Effing hell. So Beryl's gonna go after him.
So as you go and approach the door, it suddenly vanishes.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know why the DM even gave us options.
Because in this situation, we would have options. We didn't know this would happen. Hey, Peter, am I able to do some sort of roll to discern what just happened? If it's some sort of arcane ritual, arcane something to discern what just happened?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a history or arcana check.
In the meantime, Beryl's just knocking on the wall, trying to hear it follow if the door is just magically like hidden.
I'm gonna try not to die.
She took one out of my book. What I did last time was I started knocking on walls. It worked.
It did. That's why she's doing it.
For me, I'll choose. I'm choosing history, and because of my tireless precision, it allows me to add a D4 as part of my racial bonus or racial traits, making it a total of 13.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Thank goodness for that D4.
You can safely assume, Midnight Shyamalan's The Mist got him.
It's always Midnight Shyamalan.
Was it Midnight Shyamalan?
It's always Midnight Shyamalan.
Is this located in Reno?
Vegas.
Vegas.
Damn it.
Yeah,
I don't think when I need him.
I don't know what happened, but shall we try again?
You want to try a different door, or do you want to try to go through this one again? Because this one's down vanished on us.
Well, obviously, since it's not here, we would go to a different door.
I'm just making sure. Remember, I was knocking on the wall trying to hear if it was still there, just magically hidden. DM, do I hear any hollow sounds?
You hear the moan and groans of Tetsu's ex-wives. As in, no, you don't find anything.
It's a bunch of cacaws.
Dookie.
All right, George the Drum.
I will go to one of the other doors.
Top or bottom?
Can I use the eye ring?
Top.
All right, I'll get to that in a second. Do you open the left or the right one?
Left.
All right, as you open the left one, same thing happens. A fog takes you, closes the door, and that side of it disappears.
Damn it. I don't like this at all. Iris, you want the top or the bottom? Thinking we're going to have to do this our own.
We all know Iris is a top.
Oh yeah, she's the top.
Iris, would you like the top or the bottom? Do you want to go through a solid door, or do you want to go through a gate?
To pretty much, do you want a may I or do you want a sanguine?
I think the answer there is a sanguine.
Yeah.
All right, so top.
That's the last piece of meat she got.
Hey yo. All right, so top Iris
no,
goes.
She and Clyde had a thing.
Oh yeah, Clyde. The one NPC who was meant to just be there that one time and then got dragged into you guys' shenanigans.
Yes, because you still made him live.
What can I say? Alright, so things seeing what happened to Iris when she opens the door and she gets taken. So there's only one door left. And that's for Beryl.
She's just gonna stare at it real hard for a minute. She's gonna reach into her pack and grab one of those little Labradorite stones because it's the magical stone that she centers herself on, and she's just gonna go, Lorden, please let this not be as bad as it looks that all my friends just got misted into different rooms. And then I'm gonna reach for the door.
Surprise. Misty step.
Whoa. Alright. The same thing happens. So everyone who's on autopilot will get there. So we're gonna do this one at a time. So, but I want for you guys to do, if you're not participating in this discussion, I want you to deafen yourself, because I don't want you hearing this.
Well, let me figure that out.
So first,
You might as well put us in the same room then.
well, luckily, I'll take care of that in a little bit. We're actually gonna start with Kyle first.
Hold on, I don't know how to deafen myself.
So if you want, go ahead and just exit the call, and we'll message you when to come back in. Oh, there you go. Wait, that's a muted.
Yeah, that's a mute. Hold on, you need the one that looks
Right.
like...
I said I'm gonna mute myself and then take my headphones out.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Okay, that works.
And then when you guys are ready for me, you know, you can message me on my phone and it'll beep at me.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
All right. So actually, I don't need to worry about this with Iris because Iris just ends up here. So you just end up in a tavern.
Okay, cool.
Tetsu, on the other hand, we're getting a little creative with, because Tetsu is gonna have a small little trial. As you come out of the fog, you get into kind of a similar hallway of what you saw with the portraits of your childhood stories.
Okay.
But there's just a blank hallway for now. As you kind of like look around, a light flashes, and you see Eugene standing 10 feet from you.
Just gonna kind of look at him and go, all right, what's with the creature?
Oh, that's mean. I'm a human.
No, your little creature that dragged me into this absurd hell.
Oh, you mean Misty?
Yeah.
He's harmless.
Should have cut off his tentacle.
Okay. I mean, I don't think you can do that, but hey. The reason...
No, it's worth a try.
Well, let's not do that at the current moment.
Go.
So, I have a proposition for you.
Okay.
You can, A, stay on the current path you're on with these adventurers, or B, I can send you back into time to where your clan isn't murdered. To a timeline where they never get murdered.
He's gonna look at him, chuckle a little, with a smirk on his face, kind of shake his head and go, I was the one who killed them.
I'm well aware.
They needed to all die. We're just weapons. That's all we are. That's all I am.
Well, there's...
Trained from birth to kill, take over. That's it. That's all I have.
And what do you do when it's all over?
Return to the Emperor to continue my mission. And then go out and continue doing what I do best. Find another job, kill some more people, and then return to the Emperor again.
There will become a point where you can no longer do that because of age.
And I'm fine with that.
Then would you like to stay on this current timeline or go to a different one?
stay on this one and finish the job in which I have been given.
Okay, what about if I can outpay your current buyer?
He's gonna cock his head a little bit and go, my current buyer is Zongas, who has me with your group.
And once you fulfill that, you'll just be on your merry way.
Yes, return to the Emperor, continue poisoning him, and then go back to work.
That's a lot of nuggets. No, I don't want one. Okay. Sorry, she came in with a plate of nuggets and fries.
I was like, and moment dead.
Yeah, she does that.
it was hysterical. I'm like, nuggets, what?
No, don't bring the nuggets here. Go away.
Do it, Becca.
He wants the nugs.
Give me
At
the
least
fucking
Baby
plate.
Yoda in the background wants the nugs.
You want the nugs?
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at them nugs. Look at them fries.
Ooh, those fries are good.
Girl, them fries, them nugs. Baby Yoda's eyes are like the size of 50-cent pieces right now. He's like, nom nom.
I forgot that you guys can only see me on Twitch, so I was like, wow, this is a big giant delay they're having.
Yeah, well, I have to look up, wait for it to catch up, and then go.
That's fair. Alright, so Eugene will say, well, what if I can offer you a weapon instead?
Instead of what? Being with this party?
Instead of poisoning your, what do you call him, your ruler? Your emperor?
Emperor. And what would you offer me?
I'm assuming by now you had a dream about a sword impaling you.
Yes.
What if I told you I know the location of said sword?
At this point, he's going to kind of just put his arms inside of his kimono and think. Why do you not want me with this party?
Well, you three are an anomaly I did not count on. Which means I can't trust you three. I'm looking to see
And
where
you-
your loyalty lies.
And you trusted a dwarf who worshipped Cthulhu.
Unfortunately, that dwarf was necessary at the time. Unfortunately, there was a lot of things that didn't go according to plan, and a lot of improvising.
Well, unfortunately, I am bloodbound to my contract to see it through.
You know, honor and that stuff doesn't really hold a high price as a mercenary. Usually it's just gold, weapons, and women.
Well, luckily for you, I'm not a mercenary. I am an assassin.
Oh, my bad. You got a fancier title.
Correct. I do my jobs to the T and then leave without any ruckus. Once my job has been completed, in whatever fashion the buyer has seen fit or changes it to be, I am done and I leave.
Well, if that is your answer, then all you would have to do is just walk through that door, and you'll go back to the party.
He's going to immediately just turn without a single delay, bow, and then turn and walk towards the door.
All right. I can't see, but end up right there. I gotta go ahead and message Travis.
Alright, we'll deafen ourselves.
Mucho gracias. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na role play. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na role play. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na role play. Got some coins in a pouch. Waiting on Travis, who's playing Talbot. Na-na-na. No, oh God. I said no. There he is. There's that lovable smuck. Alright. Can I hear you?
I hope so.
Okay, perfect. Just wanted to make sure. So as you walk through the door and the mist takes you, you end up in a hallway similar to the one that had all the stories from when you guys were little. This time, on the walls, it shows the destruction of Ravnica. From start to finish, on one side, and then the murder of your people from left to right. And as you kind of take that moment and kind of suck it all in, Eugene pops up. And goes, well, hello, Talbot.
Hi.
How you doing?
What is this?
This is what is possibly yet to come if you stay on this path.
The path of what?
Of staying with these adventurers. Or you can say this is an outcome if you fail.
There's too much writing on this, Eugene. It's more than just the people of Ravnica. It's the entire world.
True. But you know as well as I do, Ravnica would be last. Ravnica would put up a good fight, but with the world attacking it, it couldn't hold out for long. Now, if you stay on this current path, like I said, this is a possibility. Or I can send you to a different time. Well, this isn't a possibility.
And where would you send me?
Oh, different time, different place. To where the cultists never existed nor happened.
Wouldn't that be something? This was the path that was set down for me.
But it wasn't the path that you chose.
It wasn't.
I'm giving you a choice.
Well, this was not the path I chose. It is the path that I am on. There are people that must be punished for what they did to the people of Greenest. people I ended up studying with. The future things that we can know. Ravnica will prosper. And the cultists and even Tiamat themselves, if they are resurrected, will pay. And then as she says that, the tattoos on her skull start to glow and emanate very slightly, going in and out of the various blues, purples, pink hues.
So there's no way for me to change your mind?
No.
Well, if that's the case, you can simply walk back through the door you came.
She starts to walk towards the door. And for a second, she hesitates and looks back at Eugene. And then pushes open the door and walks through.
Alright. Let's see where my tiny arms can get. There you go. Alright. It's Beryl's turn. Let me go ahead and message her. I should probably get her number. Where are you, Beryl? Actually, damn it, Travis. Now I can just about to do. Not battle. There we go. Beryl's up. Up again. She is up. Tell a friend. Oh, I need to actually take that off. There we go. Woo! Getting a little toasty. Wow.
Oh, I'm sideways again. God damn it.
You are sideways.
I don't know why that happens, and I don't know how to fix it.
That's okay. It's funny because we had it just fine a minute ago.
I know, and now my face is not going to be... I hate this. I didn't fix it, I just turned my iPad. It's really annoying.
Ooh, hold on. There we go. All right, Beryl.
Yeah.
I know you can't see me, but I can see you. As the mist grabs you and brings you in, you end up in a forest. Cool breeze day, sunny.
There you are.
Not much going around, but you can see like a clearing up ahead. You decide to walk forward. You hear nature. Can you still hear me, or are you frozen? Oh, there you are. Okay, you're moving.
All right. Yay!
Alright, so as you get, you can hear nature, the birds, animals around you, but you don't feel threatened at all. As about 5 minutes walking through the forest, you get to a clearing of an edge. So it seems like you might be on some type of ledge. Oh, soon to be on top of a ledge. About 25 feet forward. Oh, no, you gone. Do. Waiting on Beryl. Do. Technical difficulties. Do. Having my yogurt. Having my yogurt. Having my yogurt.
Ah, am I there? I think my Wi-Fi is cutting in and out.
Wi-Fi, no.
Because we're still fiddling with wires over here.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
All right, so I don't feel threatened. I hear the sounds in nature.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's fine. And as you continue to walk through the forest, you end up getting out of it into like a clearing. But you know this clearing leads to a ledge because you can simply see past it, and past it is just beautiful forest area. Seems like you're on like a high part of the forest, and in the middle of between you and the ledge is a very lovely and beautiful flower.
Oh.
Just all alone, just there. What do you do?
Well, I might walk up and admire the flower. I wouldn't pick it necessarily, especially if it's just one flower out in the middle of nowhere, because, beautiful flowers like that are a creation of Moradin, and they won't populate anymore if you pick the one that's there. So I'd probably leave it just so that it can pollinate and maybe do some others. I'm going to look around a little bit, though, and see, like, is there any, like, leftover mist or anything?
There is not, but as you admire the flower and kind of look around for that leftover mist, as you turn your view back to it, off in the distance you can see a raging storm approaching you. You know that this storm, if it hits you guys, will most likely destroy this flower. What do you do?
Well, knowing I'd need to create a little bit of shelter.
The Wi-Fi.
Take out some of the largest geode stones that I have, the ones that I haven't cracked open, and I'm going to build a small but the base to stay packed, and I'm just going to kind of like support that flower as much as I can with those rocks, and then I'm probably going to head into the trees, try to see if I can find a place for me to hunker down, hollow up a trunk or something. Since there's no showing on how to get back to my friends, safety is the first importance.
All right, so as you do that, kind of hunker down next to the trees, that storm comes and just annihilates the side of the cliff, proceeds to like destroy your rocks and your flower, and it just proceeds to bulldoze everything. Ends up at... What was that?
I'm just gonna have that little labradorite stone in my hand. I'm just gonna, because I'm hunkered down, so I'm just gonna, pray to Moradin to keep me safe and make sure my friends are safe, and hopefully I can find my way back to them, and just kind of like I got the worry stone. I'm just gonna be like doing that with a little labradorite, just like doing my little prayers.
So as you do that, lightning strikes you directly into the chest, knocking you unconscious. And as you wake up, you reappear back into the forest. Same scenery, same everything. From this point, you can actually see the flower up ahead.
No sign of anybody.
No sign of no one.
Just time loot. All right. Does the flower appear magical in any way, or is it just extremely pretty? Does it look like it shimmers or anything?
Just extremely pretty. Do you have any knowledge nature?
I got my sheets in my book. I'm not gonna try to pull it up on. Is nature a wisdom? I am proficient in nature.
Right. You can go ahead and knowledge nature it.
All right. Let's see. Let's do purple, and we're gonna do rose quartz. Natural 20 with +3.
Well,
+6 technically because of my proficiency, so +6, so 26.
It is a very rare flower known as Scarlet's Kiss.
Scarlet's Kiss. And I know that it's rare.
Mm-hmm. It's usually found in dangerous climates. It usually sprouts alone.
Do I know it to have any special properties?
It's used for magic as a magical component.
Magic or
Magic and alchemy.
no? Okay. Okay. And still, the storm is approaching. I'm gonna look, make sure to see if everything is the same as it was before. If the storm's still coming at me.
When you approach the flower again, yes.
All right. Just gonna say out into the void, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what you want me to do here, Mist. But
Oh, that lovely freeze. Gonna have to have her repeat all that, she said.
5 inches or so from the flower, just kind of dig down a little bit. I'm gonna try to keep as many of the roots as possible. Put it in my little side satchel and again head off into the woods. I don't want to.
So you take the flower? This is gonna be fun. So her internet's going in and out, so we're not having the best connection. In that the case, we're gonna go ahead and skip this part, only because it's gonna take so long to get Rachel in and out. Oh, maybe we get it back. Get you back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yay!
We're gonna get really hard. This is what I was afraid of when I said I wasn't sure if I was gonna get to play tonight. All right, so I don't know how much you heard or when I cut out, but I'm just gonna like dig it out the best I can, trying to save the roots. Stick it in my side pouch where it's kind of safe, and head off back into the trees. But I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for something with a little more cover, a little small cave or maybe a hollowed out log where I can crawl into, since obviously I got hit by lightning last time. I was a little too exposed.
Alright. So you find something a little bit more shelter. The storm still happens, but the trees and branches around you just collapse on top of you, knocking you out, and you reawaken back into the same scenario.
I think I lost you again.
You reawaken back into the same scenario after the branches and everything crush you.
Okay. Just gonna walk up to that flower and stomp my foot. Why don't you just come out here and tell me what you want to do?
No response.
No, I'm just gonna hang out there this time and wait for that storm to get to me. Just gonna,
Just gonna...
face it. I mean, at this point, Beryl's not really afraid of being dead because like she just keeps reappearing. So.
So you're just gonna let nature take its course and not intervene?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit here in front of this flower. I'm gonna wait for that storm to get to me. I got my little labradorite stone in my hand, and I got my Morden amulet in the other.
All right. So the storm will come, do its exact same thing, destroy the flower, everything around you, but leave you alone. And then a bright light will appear, and you'll end up here.
And I see everybody. I see Tetsu down there.
Yeah, I gotta let everyone know.
Mm.
Yeah. We'll wait until everyone gets back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries.
But oh. Alright, we'll give you a hot minute.
Hot damn.
But my gold coins came in.
Ooh.
So now I have a pouch of 50 metal gold coins that I can use for roleplay or for the Red Dragon Inn next time we play.
Or
As he mutes himself.
I was rolling dice.
Oh, okay.
So unless you want to hear the noise, and
I like hearing a good dice roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter doesn't though.
No, I do.
No, you don't.
As he rolls 20 times to prove his point.
Right. Okay, since we had time, since I got affiliate with Twitch, Becca decided to give me a congratulations gift. And so you're gonna have to see Twitch for this.
Well, my phone won't play it. It just gives me a loading signal.
Okay, well maybe I can just take it.
Just tell me about it. I will use theater of the mind.
I'll go and take the camera.
Did she finally give you adoption papers?
Yeah.
So now she's adopting you?
Oh,
pretty much.
Very nice.
Is that a dice tower?
It is.
It is.
It's such a shame you'll never use it.
I'm using it
But
tonight.
it looks cool.
It does light up, but the off button broke, so we're returning it.
Oh no.
I messaged the manufacturers or the people who make it. I was like, hey, so we got this from you, and just want to let you know, do you guys have problems with your off switch? Because we ordered one and ours doesn't work. Like, we can't turn it off. The guy's like, no, this is actually the first time. Just go ahead and just give us the information. We'll send you a new one. Like, okay, we'll send this back.
At least he was more than willing to work with you real easy.
Oh yeah, so.
But part of me wants to get a dice tower because I see some really fun ones. The other part of me is like, I also enjoy being able to pick my dice up out of the tray.
Yeah.
Because I line them up real sweet on the tray and everything. And then the other part of me is also like, I have a dice tower built into the little DM screen that I put together.
Nice.
So like if I really wanted to, I could just open up my screen behind the platform that I have my iPad on.
Yeah.
So technically I already have one, but it's just not a cool one like you and Kyle.
Okay, I will say this. While I am 74% inclined to believe that there's an actual problem with the off switch, there's a 26% chance that I have a hard time believing it.
Okay.
Because you plugged in your LED
Oh my
lights
God.
incorrectly.
I'm gonna take that, but not reverse it, but Becca even tried it, and off switch doesn't work.
Didn't Becca also try to fix the LED lights and waited until I got there too?
You shut your whole mouth.
It was okay to insult him, but not Becca.
Not my best friend.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep going. Give them a little bit. So, as you guys one at a time, you guys poof into this tavern, one right after the other. Iris is there first, followed by Tetsu, Talbot, and then Beryl. And it's exactly how it shows up in the screen. You have a little cat. Well, let me. I didn't bring a pencil. No, that's okay.
Use your finger.
Oh, Jesus. Don't stab me.
Alright, so there's a putty cat over here. There's a bar. There's that thing. There's a quest board, barrels upon barrels, tables, waitresses, and whatnot, and dancers in the corner. And then, as you guessed it, a table in the corner away from everyone where adventurers can have conversations.
Alright. Well, looking around and seeing that my friends are all here and relatively unhurt, I'm just gonna take my little Labradorite stone and go, thank you, Morden. And I'm just gonna walk over to them and make sure that they're all who they are, because trust issues and stuff. Just gonna walk up to Talbot, because I'm pretty sure she's the only one here at the moment, and just be like, this is real, right? You're really here.
I pinch you.
All right. That's something Talbot would do, I guess.
Did it hurt?
A little bit, yes.
Then it's real. Okay, moving on.
All right.
Where are we, though, is the important question.
I think the important question is, how did we get here and why? But also, yes, where are we? Because we need to know that as well.
Is this tavern familiar to me? Dungeon Master?
What was that?
Is this tavern familiar to me? Have I been here before?
No. This tavern is not familiar to everyone. But as you ask, like, what tavern this is, you hear a voice coming around from the corner where, like, the adventure table halls go. Well, you see, this is Grandma Claudette's Cookies and Crumpets. And a little old black lady in a, like, Christmas attire comes around. Well, hello, I'm Grandma Claudette. And this is my inn. Cookies and Crumpets.
Well, howdy. My name's Beryl. This is a really nice, fine establishment you have.
Your parents must be drunk when they named you that. I also have a barrel. There's like 5 of them on the wall.
Well, certainly my name cannot compete with yours. And she's just gonna stop for a minute. She's just gonna stop, hold her tongue. She's gonna go in her head. She's just gonna go. Can't say something nice. Don't say anything at all.
Why don't y'all sit down at a table and I can get you some milk and cookies and crumpets?
Well, that does sound delightful. I thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, but there's a fine table in that corner away from everyone else that obviously looks like a place for you all to have a conversation.
Well, thank you. That is much appreciative, Claudette.
It's Grandma Claudette.
Is Grandma your title?
We can go with that.
Claudette, it is. And I start walking over to...
Them young people, they get bluer and bluer every time.
Oh, Peter, I love you.
I told you.
I'm just gonna like shuffle everybody over, and I know Tetsu's not gonna want to go, but I'm just gonna shuffle him on over and be like, "Come on, just over here. Come on, it's all right. We don't have to explore just yet."
I'm gonna try to fit everyone.
Question: Should I fireball Claudette?
Seeing as how most of this inn appears to be made out of wood, I'd appreciate it if you didn't.
I mean, I wasn't going to. She has a personality.
Indeed, she does. Apparently not much knowledge of precious stones.
Well, if her shtick is tea and crumpets, then rocks are not something that she would be well versed with.
I beg to differ. I am very well versed in tea and crumpets, and I know all about rocks.
So in this little
No,
corner,
no.
because I'm gonna interrupt you guys a little bit. Um, in this corner are some actual bookshelves with one side has books, other side has kind of like blank books that you can write your own stuff. A do-it-yourself map that you can draw your own map on. That's a white thing on the table. Weapon racks to hold your weapons in case you want to put them somewhere. And 2 banners that are blank, but once the group steps in, they kind of change to your guys' logo, which we don't really have one for this group, but it's okay. There's a blank book on the table, and magically, crumpets and cookies appear, along with small barrels of milk and tea.
I'm gonna try the tea to see if it's up.
Oh, it's sweet tea.
Oh, delightful.
Southern sweet tea. From the best of Grandma Claudette now.
Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate it.
You're welcome,
I'm
sweetie.
gonna say it. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna assume since the sweet tea was so good, the crumpets and the cookies are probably also delicious.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna take one of them.
they're heavenly. They remind you of your own grandma's cookies.
Delightful. I'm just gonna nibble on that a little bit, and I'm gonna reach up into my hair where I have my little Irene bead. I'm gonna try to contact Eugene. Eugene.
No response.
Eugene. No, of course not. All right. Well, guys, I don't know about y'all, but this don't feel like part of the dungeon, and I don't think we're gonna be finding Eugene's magic. In fact, I don't think any of this was about finding Eugene's magic.
So what do you think it was about?
Well, quite honestly, I don't know what Eugene has to state here, but at stake. But he didn't seem too awful worried about finding his magic because he wasn't willing to come help us. And he's just been watching us, but he never has any contact when we really need him. And quite honestly, I don't know what y'all had on the other side of those doors, and I'm glad we were all back here to begin with, but mine didn't make no freaking sense.
Oh my, Beryl, your stomach. Do you need some aspirin? Tylenol for that?
You need some Pepto-Bismol.
That's the one. Reminds me of my ex-husband.
No, if anything, I just need my tea.
Alright, so to catch you guys up, you guys are in the corner, but designed for adventurers to have a conversation inside of a tavern.
Oh, it's not that kind of corner. Okay. Well, it's got awkward.
The owner of this inn is a delightful little grandma.
Oh, it is definitely. Well, I don't know. We had that one grandma that Thoro went with.
Perhaps we can talk about something that's relevant. And Beryl, you were just about to discuss what had happened when you went through the door.
Well, quite honestly, it kind of like teleported me to this weird like plain, big wide open space with trees, and then there was a ledge, like end of the world kind of ledge. And there was this really pretty flower, which, if I remember, some kind of scarlet flower. I know it to be very magical. It was used a lot in alchemy stuff, though I'm not trained in that particular section, so I don't know what part of alchemy it was in. But I tried to save the flower. I tried to protect it. There was an oncoming storm, and I thought to myself, well, I'll just protect this one really rare flower, and then go find somewhere to shelter. And then I got hit by lightning, and then I died, I think, and I came right back, and it was kind of like a time loop, and I was right back where I started. So I tried to save the flower again, and then I died again. And then I came back, and I just kind of faced the storm down because I was really frustrated at that point. And the flower still got destroyed. It was very sad, but then I was just kind of misted into this tavern here. And I don't really know what the consequence or the wanton was, but I looked head on into rain, and now I'm here.
Maybe it is some sort of symbolism that you must face the storm if you're going to outweather it.
Perhaps. Though quite honestly, I don't understand why I need to do that alone. Everyone knows you're strongest together with your friends.
Unless it was the path that you didn't choose to be on, but it was one that was thrust upon you. And you're just trying to make things work.
Well, all I know is my goal in life is to make the world a better place, and I really wish I could have saved that flower. And I don't understand why I was forced to watch it die several times.
At least you only got to watch a flower die. I saw my entire people killed. All of Ravnica in ruins. Friends, family, people that I knew. And Eugene spoke to me.
Eugene?
Yes. Or something that took the visage of Eugene. I'm not entirely sure it was Eugene himself or some sort of arcane trickery.
At this rate, I wouldn't really put it past him. Did he explain why you were seeing those things? Is it something that's happening? Do we need to check in?
He showed me what is a possible outcome if we are not to succeed. If we are unsuccessful in preventing the resurrection of Tiamat, that one by one, all of civilization, both good and neutral, will fall to Tiamat. Ravnica being the last to survive, until eventually they were taken out. This was one possible outcome, if we do not succeed. He presented me with a different path, of just leaving altogether. And I stopped to think about the people in Greenest. The people that I had studied with, my friends and family back home. There is justice to be paid, and we must succeed. There is no other path. This was the path that we are on, and we must see to it that we succeed.
I mean, I thoroughly agree with you. I mean, I would not wish such terrors upon anyone. I still don't quite understand why he felt he could offer you an alternate path. Who does this guy think he is?
Master Barnabas is who he thinks he is.
Well, quite honestly, I don't quite appreciate him terrorizing my friends. I mean, we all know the repercussions of what could happen if the big evil dragon gets resurrected.
And I wouldn't consider it terrorizing. It's just pointing out a possible future, making sure that it's. In one sense, we did know that it was a possibility, but I think it was meant to reinforce the fact that this is no child's play. This is no game. This is serious life and death consequences that we must actually deep down think about. And we need to get on the path. I think he was trying to make the statement that perhaps we haven't been focusing on what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, if he's got a better idea of what we should be doing, there are easier ways to tell people.
Perhaps that's why we're in this cliche corner in a tavern. In a corner where adventurers can gather. A quest board across the way. Dancers, patrons, people drinking, and all of us here. It's to start the actual planning and to go.
Can we just let Kyle do it? Because if I just stare at him, I'm going to break out laughing.
Now you gotta wait for Yeslie.
Yeslie.
I'm here. I was getting changed.
Yes.
I just got home from work.
I just got home from work. I'm here, guys.
Y'all go ahead and do it.
Oh my god, yes. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, it's Senguine. We loved you. And we missed you.
That was beautiful. Kyle, I can't help but notice that you said you loved me, past tense. Can we unpack those feelings right now, or
because I am beyond love. I am way past that for you.
Oh, okay.
We're upset.
That's why I keep pushing her out of the way, so that way it's just you and me. It's just you and me. Not here about it.
You do realize that even
it
if
could
you
be
just
us.
push her head out of the way, she's still in the shot. I mean,
Stop making things worse for Sarah. It's going to make her get up and walk away next time.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
look at that! There is the legs and the torso and the hair.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, since we got that out of the way, Zambas up pants. All right, stretch. Oh, that felt good. Sorry, someone redeemed the stretch. So, oh yeah, with affiliate.
Yeah, that was Eli.
Oh, thanks, Eli.
Yeah.
I forgot who's who, so I was like, drink water as
Wow.
well. Actually, does
Wow.
OJ count
What a friend! What a friend!
in my new D&D cup?
I just want y'all to be hydrated, you know?
I know. So, if you haven't already guessed, Eli, we made affiliate.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do too. So, like, I now can start getting paid to do this with subscribers and whatnot.
So like and subscribe?
Yeah, so we can actually say that now. Like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Smash that follow.
Try something. Okay.
Hit the
Try something to
bell.
end with that lovely hydrate.
Smash that follow like I smashed your mom. What?
Whoa, wait.
Gracefully in the eyes of Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, you all need Jesus.
Well, Jesus didn't show up today at work, so.
All right.
Oh, so you called in today?
No, I went to work.
Anyways, moving on.
Sorry to ruin that very delicate moment that you seem to be having when I hopped on.
Nah, it's all good.
It's okay.
It's okay. I was about to cast sleep on Talbot.
Do it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and
I was
let y'all
done with
fill
the
in
monologue.
Senguine.
Yeah, what's happening?
Wait, should we all get off so Senguine can have his moment behind his door?
No, that's good.
No, do it. You do it.
Oh, anyways, we all got sucked into those doors, respectively, individually, by this weird misty stuff. And then we all had our own little personal experiences, which none of the rest of us know about because we all had to get off and mute ourselves and not be on the call.
Fun fact, I didn't do anything. I just went to the tavern.
Because she's boring.
And we all found ourselves in this tavern, which is delightfully owned by Grandma Claudette. And the tavern is called Cookies and Crumpets. And she's delightful. She makes good cookies and great sweet tea. So milk is an option. And we're discussing what happened in each of our respective rooms.
Okay.
Hey, Peter, question.
Yeah, what up, dog?
Can I now delete this monologue that you told me I had to say out loud after we did the private thing? Can I get rid of it?
No. I want you to do it.
They'll have to watch the pod.
And I'll have you do it during your stream, so everyone will have to go into your stream to listen to the monologue.
No one's gonna come.
Do it.
It will not happen because my Twitch won't play.
Make sure you go to Travesty on Demand. He plays Dead by Daylight.
Annie.
I play other things too.
Well, we know you played with Eli's Heart. Yes.
I also played a game called Overcooked today.
Oh.
Oh my god, I love that one. I've watched that a couple of times.
On that note,
Yeah,
we'll get back to D&D before we take our first break. You guys can go ahead and fill in Senguine and Core in case they didn't hear what's going on. Or continue where you guys left off.
Well, Senguine, in my particular room, I got transported to a really pretty plain meadow kind of thing with a really pretty flower. And I tried several times to save the flower, which is apparently not the right idea. And I kept dying and coming back to life, having to save the flower and dying and come back to life. And then eventually I decided not to save the flower. I just decided to stand in solidarity next.
Should we freeze for anyone else?
Everybody's.
Hey, Beryl, you froze for
I
the
know.
last 15 seconds.
That's okay. I decided not to protect the flower, and then I didn't die. And then I was here.
I basically saw the death and destruction of the people of Ravnica. Had a conversation with Eugene, who said this was one possible outcome if we are not successful in demolishing the cultists of Tiamat. He presented me with a different path, and I declined.
Iris, what'd you see behind your door?
A tavern.
Because she didn't go anywhere.
I literally just got transported into the tavern.
And I'll get into mine as soon as we get back to D&D because I haven't had a chance to say mine yet.
Well, go right ahead now. Grandma
Awesome.
Claudette is listening.
So at this
Claudette,
point, what?
Claudette, can you please leave? This is a private conversation.
All right. She walks back to the bar.
So at this point, Tetsu's gonna kind of straighten himself up a little and go, I was greeted in the Hall of Stories once again, where we all saw different children's stories again. But this time, Eugene was there. I don't think it was actually Eugene. I think it was someone or something making themselves look like him. But they offered me a choice to either go back in time. Well, he gave me two choices. To go back in time to a time where none of my clan was killed. Continue on the path that I am on right now, or he tried to bribe me with a sword that I saw in my visions, where the sword has impaled me and led to my death multiple times. I declined all offers, as I am sworn to this job and must continue fighting until this mission has been completed, in which case I will receive my payment and go about my way. But this thing said that it didn't trust us. That's why Iris didn't see anything. She was dropped here because it already trusts her, but it doesn't know us and doesn't trust us.
Yo, Peter, OOC, did I have a vision, or was I just dropped straight in the tavern as well?
Straight into the tavern.
Cool.
I'm gonna assume anyone who was part of the original party probably just got dropped.
No, man, I saw, like, I was, like, floating on a cloud of cotton candy, just with gold waterfalls, just, and they were like, Senguine, you're really cool and really nice, and I was like, yeah, I know. And then I woke up here, so it was pretty crazy. That was my thing.
Damn it, you weren't supposed to
cast
tell
Mage
anyone.
Hand, and then I slap him across the face.
You say you slapped me across the face?
With Mage Hand.
With Mage Hand.
Okay, Senguine doesn't feel that at all.
He probably, like, he saw the hand coming at him and he probably, like, bit it.
He eats them for breakfast.
Oh my.
He just looks at it and goes, ah.
I'm gonna reach over and just be like, Talbot, we do not respond to jokes with violence. That's not the correct response. It's okay not to laugh, but you shouldn't respond with violence.
Well, this was a serious question. And
I know
so-
it's hard to accept, but Senguine does tend to like to lighten the mood.
It's called levity. I'm a pro at it.
It's not always appropriate. I do appreciate that you didn't like it, but try not to hit our friends, okay?
some 5 pounds of force.
I love how, like, Talbot has, like, super high intelligence and is, like, being talked to like a 3-year-old. We don't hit our friends, Talbot.
Talbot, what did we learn last time?
Talbot is highly intelligent, but her sociability skills are lacking, all right?
No, Talbot, you can't choke slam with Mage Hand. That's not allowed.
Or, hear me out, fireball.
Okay, Talbot, we went over this. You can't fireball people who disagree with you.
Moving on now.
Only
Okay.
fireball, just fireball. You cast nothing but fireball. Only fireball.
It's the only
Well,
spell
when
I
we
know.
First
Thank
time one of
goodness
Texas's
Fireball
characters
is
got in
the
trouble with
cantrip.
fireballs.
Hey.
Hey, at least someone actually communicated what they were going to do.
Okay,
instead
we're not
of
going
saying a
over
fucking
this.
thing.
We're not going over this. This will be the grudge in this campaign that's never
Okay.
gonna go away.
All right, okay, all right.
I love you both,
So-
but goddamn,
Y'all need
So-
Jesus.
y'all do need Jesus.
All right, so having discussed with the group, do we come to the conclusion, because Beryl is going to ask everybody what they saw, so we can skip ahead. Can we assume that, aside from Senguine's joke, that Core and anyone else didn't really see anything?
Correct.
Is Leander with us? I don't know.
Ah.
The question is there a penguin with us?
You know, since someone finally asked.
Yes.
Ooh.
God, tell me there's a penguin with us.
You know what, Kyle? Roll me a percentile.
Yes! Where are you, baby? I need this one.
Oh my god.
Nope, that's not the one I need. This is the one I need. Oh, yes. Give me my penguin! That is a 64.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, the proper number was 69.
I mean, that's
Hey.
always gonna be the correct number. But
No, when isn't it?
you got close to what I got. Let's move this right over here. And unfortunately, I don't actually have a penguin model, but I can use Eugene's model since.
I mean, that works. It is a part of Eugene.
And he does have a penguin in that model.
That is very true.
So as you guys are talking, a wooden door goes right behind Beryl and Tetsu. Just like almost instantaneously locking everyone in here. But it's not like a wooden door that has a door. It's just basically wooden slabs with a bunch of little wooden holes in it that you can still see outwards. And everything. And you guys do see a penguin sitting in a little chair with a cup of milk and some cookies. I'm just looking at you guys.
Tetsu's going to immediately turn around, look at him, and go, "That's not it."
Quack.
Iris is gonna go to Core and be like, just look at her and be like, "Oh fuck."
He's gonna be like, "Hey, hey, hey, you be nice to my bird brother."
Quack.
There's a bird.
He's gonna immediately look at him and go, "I got you, man." So they're good. Go out for like a wing bump because you can't really do a fist bump, a wing bump.
He'll respond with a wing bump.
Cora's just gonna shake her head.
Anybody else care the fact that we just got locked in here with some wooden slats?
That is the most important question. Thank you, Beryl, for that.
We have a magical penguin here. Is that
And he's
not-
just locked us in a magical room.
Well, you know, maybe if you were nicer to him, maybe
I've
he would
never
let
met
us
the
out.
penguin. I don't think. Have I met the penguin before?
No.
Beryl?
I don't think
No,
I've never
but we
met
know of
you
him.
know of him, but this is the first time you guys are meeting him.
So I don't like your judgment there, Tetsu. I ain't never met this bird in my life. And the first time he's met me, he locked me in a room. Rude.
As you say that, you hear a familiar voice. Well, he didn't mean to. He did it on my request. And Eugene will come around the corner and sit down on a little stool with his own tea and crumpets.
I was waiting to see when you would come around.
Oh, just wanted to give you guys enough time to talk.
Delightful. Can you undo the wood now?
Now, I'm gonna, for my safety, it's gonna stay there for a little bit longer.
So, have you gotten your magic back, or do we still have more to do?
No, I got my magic back.
I don't think he ever lost it.
I did lose it for a little bit. Just my backup plans come in handy.
What I'm saying is I don't think you needed us to go through that dungeon to get it.
True, I really didn't need you all to go do this, but at the same time I did.
Well, I'd love to hear your explanation for why, because I don't really appreciate being used as such.
Well, 3 of you weren't supposed to even be here. So I wanted to make sure that the 3 of you were trustworthy for this.
And did you deem us trustworthy?
For the most part. But it's
For the
gonna,
most part, is the thing that worries me.
it's gonna take a lot more than
Well, what
trust.
worries me is that he locked us in a room.
Would you rather me lock you in a room with someone far more dangerous than I?
I would like for someone who I just spent a good chunk of my time.
Frozen barrel.
Yeah, that is the face. That's a better one.
Nope.
It's like the disappointment face.
I take my mage hand and then I just cover her mouth.
Just wake up, Beryl. Wake up. You're frozen.
No, just to prevent her from talking. I say that jokingly because of.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I don't know where it cut off. I'm sorry, guys.
You were spending because you just spent time trying to get him.
Oh, yes. But I don't really appreciate someone who I spent a lot of time trying to figure out who you were, why you were important to my friends, figuring out how to find you, rescue you, help you get your magic back, only for you to put me in a locked room.
Can you really consider these your friends? You've only been traveling in with like a week or so.
I really can consider them my friends. I can consider whoever I like my friends, and until they show me a reason not to be my friends, I'm gonna trust them.
Can you tell me
You
5
hear
facts
Sanguine in
about
the
Core?
back. You hear Sanguine in the back go, "Aw."
Can you tell me 3 facts about each one of your friends?
I know that Core is very sweet. That's a fact. I know that Senguine can repeat voices really well, or not Senguine, sorry. I know that Tetsu can repeat voices very well. I know that Iris really likes lavender. I can tell you that Talbot doesn't have many sociable skills, but she's a sweetheart in the end, and she will back you up. I know that Senguine is a master of levity. Also, he just looks really good in bronze.
Feel like those are the cheap.
Again, you hear Sanguine go, "Aw."
Like the easy answers right there on a test.
Were you looking for 3 for each of us, or just 3?
Well, that would have taken an awful long time. I just proved that I knew all of you a little bit. I'm not saying I've known them forever.
Oh, that lovely lag out. Oh, this one might be me. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Well, that was fun.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are we back?
Uh-oh.
I am.
Well, hello and welcome.
I love how that was a
"I'm
massive
your friendly
freeze.
neighborhood dungeon master."
This is travesty on demand, where not even our D&D sessions can get away from a travesty.
Hey.
Hey-oh. All right.
I love how it was a giant freeze all around.
Yeah, we were like, oh, she froze. And then we looked at the screen again and we went, oh, everyone's froze.
Frozen. Whoa.
Frozen by the
Hey.
light. Oh, wait, sorry, that's wrong
Just
words.
let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Just only singing
Don't
30
give a
seconds
shit
of the
anymore.
song. We don't have copyright infringement.
Here's the
So if I
thing,
just-
it's a cappella and it doesn't really fly.
All right. Well, while we
It's
wait
called
for
satire, Peter. We're okay.
Beryl to come back, Eugene will say, so how's everyone doing?
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. Eugene will ask everyone if they're
All right.
fully committed and fully understand the importance of what you have to do.
I mean, I have a contract to fulfill, so I will be fulfilling it to the fullest of all requirements, down to the very letter in which Zongas has employed me for.
Yeah, man. Basically what he said. You know I'm always down for a good time.
This is true. Oh, where is your next stop, if I may ask? If you guys remember.
Tetsu's immediately going to look over at Core and go, where is our next stop?
I believe our next stop was to Iris's home.
And Iris, are you
Question.
ready to face your demons?
No, but it sure sounds like I'm gonna have to.
Wait, that's not a joke, right? Because she's part demon?
You say it's a little bit play on it.
Go ahead.
See, if Senguine was paying attention, he'd be proud. Okay.
I laughed. You just couldn't hear it.
Well, once you get done with your business in her homeland, it will pretty much come to the final battle. whatever forces you guys can muster versus an army of cultists and more.
In that case, I might suggest that we try to get Senguine's record cleared before we decide to make our way over to Iris's home, as we will probably need their assistance.
It's one of the things that a little bit annoyed me with you three. I had this group perfectly lined up to get the assistance you needed, but fate had it a little differently.
I would say that it wasn't us three, it would be a separate group of people that kind of murkied the water for you.
Well,
And one of them just happened to be beheaded.
half. The first party got rid of half its members and gained 3 new companions. One who's a murderer, one who's getting revenge, and then one who is out to protect her friends. Really don't like y'all.
Also, one who is still kind of upset with you. Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to trust me.
You're asking me to prove that I'm trustworthy.
At that point, Tetsu's immediately going to put his hand out and go, "We don't really require your guidance or your acceptance into the group, as the leader is core. And if I remember correctly, she is the one who decides whether or not the party stays as it is or we remove members."
That is correct.
So I do believe in this case, you should probably check yourself before you start saying things about party members.
So let me ask you, Core, then. Do you think your party's ready?
For what's to come.
Yeah.
We still do need some growing, but I trust these people. We've been through, with as long as I've known them, we've been through a lot, and we've at least tried to have each other's back when the time calls for it. And I would gladly put my life in their hands.
Oh, and out of the entire group, you're the one I trust the most. But with that, you might have to go home as well. It might be time to visit your home and get some allies as well.
I know what I must do.
Because Senguine's forces, or his church, is not going to be enough to stop the cultists. And even if you are to convince them, they're not going to send a full force. You'll be lucky to get 500 men.
Well, that just means we've got work to do.
So do you think it's best to split the party? Half go with Iris, half go with you?
I never think it's wise to split the party, but if that's what we must do in order to get us ready, we have to do.
I was just asking for my teleportation back, so I don't have to carry you all around everywhere.
What?
Which means I would have to teleport you guys to each location. Meaning y'all weigh a lot teleporting.
I will leave this.
I'm not that fat.
Wait,
Just call
because
him fat.
weight has never been an issue, Eugene, when it comes to teleportation. You, of all people, should know that.
Y'all try to teleport 7 people, including yourself, long distances. Sometimes weight factors in.
Sometimes it just matters how many people.
Yeah, and
Being an arcanist, you should know that, right?
I do know that, but my teleportation only requires up to 2 others. Hence why I was able to save Iris and May that one time. So where would you like to go first, Core? Your home or Iris's?
She'll look at the rest of the group and ask for opinions.
We've been warned about Iris several times. Perhaps
Sorry,
it
my
would be
dog stepped
pertinent.
on a speaker.
We've been warned about Iris several times. Perhaps hers is the more imminent.
I also believe that to be true. I feel that my people will stay as safe as possible, especially with that we already have. I can't say much about Iris's family just because I don't really know them very well, and not opposed. Let's say we go to Iris's home.
How comfortable is Iris trying to convince the Dragon Slayers to join?
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Especially with a dragon in the party.
You might have to hang back a little bit.
Real dragons?
What was that?
It's more real dragons than
Oh!
humanoid dragons.
Wait a second. Okay. Look at me. Come
You
on,
don't
Iris.
have wings.
You know exactly how real of a dragon I am.
Only half, Senguine. Only
Brown
half.
chicken. Wait. Is that
There,
is that brown chicken?
Is there a
Brown coat?
story that we need to be told here? He's gonna look at Senguine, kind of like, you got a story behind this?
Nope, no story. Just a little friendly banter between friends. But I mean, I guess yes, half dragon, but still, I mean, they are called dragon slayers. There is dragon in the name of what I am.
Question. Dragon Slayers?
It's the old adventuring group that I was in and was briefly in charge of.
But not anymore?
No, I kind of handed off the responsibilities when I joined this group.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
I was also gonna make one for Eugene as well, but this one is to Iris.
What exactly are you trying to insight?
I'm trying to gauge whether or not that's actually what happened.
Oh, I mean, Talbot has no idea, so go for it.
Yeah. 14.
It sounds possible. I mean, at this point, it's really, does Talbot trust Iris?
It's just taking it in, reading the body language.
From my recollection, that's exactly what happened. Unless I'm mistaken.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I thought she was demoted. Not that she handed it off, but was demoted.
Handed it off, demoted, same thing.
Handed it off is willingly, demoted is not.
I'll say middle ground on that part.
Like there's a hidden truth to it.
Yeah, there's a hidden truth to it.
Okay. So does that mean you? So that means you have some sort of leeway or an open door to at least have a conversation?
To having a conversation, yes. Whether or not I've burned bridges is another question.
Well, we could try.
Yeah, it never hurts.
Unless they actually want to kill you, like what Senguine's paladin group kind of wants to do.
No, they don't want to kill me. I think they're more
that's
so
good.
just like disappointed in me.
Well, let me handle the paladin group. I can set up a meeting, but everything else will revolve around you guys.
Well, in all honesty, paladins fight evil. If I remember that correctly, Sanguine's party was all about getting the evil. So, I mean, like, just tell them there's evil in this general area. They ought to come running.
I imagine it will be much harder than that. But Eugene can take a shot, and we can go to Iris.
I can only set up the meeting. Everything else revolves around you guys.
Just put it out there, Beryl's not super impressed with Eugene. She's still really pissy with him at the situation. By the by, since I cut out last time, are we still in the locked room?
Yeah.
Are the wood slats still up? Okay. Yeah, she's not happy with him. She don't trust him. She don't like him.
Someone is claustrophobic.
I think it's just a
No.
dwarf thing.
It's not claustrophobic. It's the lack of trust. She's done nothing to initiate this lack of trust, and she doesn't appreciate it.
Travis thinks she's claustrophobic. It's Travis, not Talbot. Travis.
And Kyle thinks, yeah, no, it's just a dwarf thing.
Peter agrees.
Because even Thoro was like, I don't like him.
Yeah, just dwarves and apparently Eugene don't get along.
Yeah, apparently, because I mean, Thoro had a problem with the fact that it seemed like every single time that there was trouble, it was like poof, gone. So it's
they're probably jealous because Eugene's rooms are bigger than theirs.
Hey.
no, probably just a little bit, just a little bit.
Cora knows what I'm talking about.
Ew.
Hey yo.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
They haven't got to that point.
They got close.
Giggity, giggity,
Let them have their summer love.
All right, okay. All right, moving on.
No.
Eugene will remind the group that you will have to take a boat over to Iris's homeland, which Typhon will meet you at the boat. You guys will set sail from there.
Oh, yes, that's right. Typhon's here.
I'm going to try to cloak the boat the best I can from cultists so you don't get attacked nearly as much. But with my magic being spread thin, there's only so much I can do.
Oh, let them come on us, man. I'm ready to fight. You know, Sanguine's always ready for a good scrap.
Eugene, you see to your meeting, and we'll see to ours.
I might be able to...
Divide it.
What's that?
Divide and we shall conquer.
Well, I might be able to scrounge up a few ruffians.
Outside of game, don't we still have 500 or some mercenaries that we bought out?
That's who Eugene was talking about.
I got it.
So he's not even going to go get people for himself. He's just going to take people we already got.
Yeah, he's just gonna take the people that we already bought out.
Well, technically, they're their deal was already met.
No, because Thoro bought them.
And they took the town over.
That wasn't what Thoro bought them for.
Well, Thoro's dead.
They don't know that.
So their contract is null and void anyway.
Not if in there he put a clause.
Ah, dang it, the dang clause. I forgot to read it.
Read the contracts.
He just literally put a picture of a claw.
The clause.
That sounds about right. That's
Two of them.
that's legal tender.
You forget you've got a thief here who's got mastery in forging. I can forge anything.
Eugene will go ahead and wave his hand and remove the door. Say, whenever you guys are ready, you're more than welcome to leave. If you like to stay in this tavern and rest up a bit, you're more than welcome to.
If we could take a little bit of a rest. I kind of took a bit of a beating.
That's fine. I'll be here to answer any questions that you may have. And if,
Oh, Eugene. You're welcome, by the way.
for what?
For coming after your butt. You haven't bothered to say thank you to anyone except maybe Core, but, you know, I just let you know. You're welcome.
Yeah, that's the person I knew who was going to rescue me.
Right.
And I thanked her for it.
Cool. You know, for
Eugene?
someone who's awful worried about us being real trustworthy and part of a party, you ain't much of one. Party of two.
Well, if you did the things I had to do to get things the way it should have been, and then they get all messed up, you might feel a little differently. But on that note, we're going to take our first break because it's about that time. So those of you who's watching on Twitch, we're going to take about a 10-15 minute break. Then we're going to jump back into the remainder part of our evening session. So don't go anywhere. Hang out. But for those of you who are watching the YouTube, check out part 2 and see if Beryl kills Eugene in front of Core. That should be fun. Until next time.